What is going on, my lovely ladies and gentlemen of the world? As you know, down in the description box you will find the list of, timestamps for when each match happens, as well as the teams that people are using. But before I start that, what I wanna just have a question for those of you that are enjoying this game, that are playing this game, that are interested in this game. Are you worried about where the meta is going to develop? Because I feel like eventually we're gonna get to a point where every single team either has Vegeta, Goku, or Goku Black on it. And I don't really see, I shouldn't say every team. Every competitive team is going to have one of those three characters on it. And honestly, I mean, you can already see right here, there's actually an obscene amount of Goku Black on the screen. Almost, I would say around 80% of the teams that are on this particular screen, there was an absurd amount of Goku Black littered throughout all the possible replays that you could look at. By far, it was not even close. By far the most used character right now out of all of those matches that are available at the top rank had Goku Black involved in them. Second place was Cell. Surprisingly not much Vegeta, which really surprises me. But we'll see how that goes. So anyway, I'm just gonna go ahead and jump right into it. But yeah, I'm just looking at, my overall knowledge of how crossover games work, where teams wind up developing. Because initially you always have the people that are trying to make the characters they like work together, right? And then, people are going to find out, all right, my three characters just don't work properly. I can't make this happen. I need a better assist than this. And so they wander off and they look for a good assist character. And then inevitably they're going to find Goku Black or Vegeta. And that's gonna be, oh hey, this dude's using, I just realized this guy's using Sonic Fox's team, but 16 and Hit are switched in the order. But yeah, I was mostly excited for the second, I believe the second player person was the highly ranked one, if I recall. I saw Krillin, and I was like, oh shit, this might be the first Krillin I've seen a replay available of. And then I saw Captain Ginyu, I was like, oh, we gotta get it on this. So, we're gonna see it. Not much going on except for super dashing right now. In terms of, neutral stuff. Yep. You have just seen the entire breadth of Ginyu's usefulness as an assist right there. Pretty much barely useful for block strings. Largely only useful for, what am I thinking? Combo extension. Vanish needs to not be plus on block. That's this. I know that, I recognize that it costs some meter to use it. But meter gain in this game is absolutely obscene. So you almost always have meter. Look at him. He blocked that. He blocked for about half a second, and he got about a third of a meter from that. You never don't have meter. So something costing a meter is just, that's not enough to say that should be strong because of it. Oh, you're just doing it, huh? Just doing it. Damn, that heavy did a lot of damage. I wasn't thinking he was going to do enough because he had used Vanish in there, and Vanish prorates your combos super heavily. People need to stop doing that. He could have gotten such a significantly better hit confirm if he had just used that in the middle of the combo, but instead he gets the knockdown and then pops it when it has no effect. But I just realized, what I'm saying, that I think the person on the first player side only had... That's apparently a very active hitbox. He was already past that point, but I guess the entire dash still maintains a hitbox of some sort. That was kinda silly. Not kind of, that was very silly. Ooh! If he had actually hit confirmed that into a Vanish instead, which is what he should have done, he would have gotten both characters, and honestly, he probably would have killed one of them. That hurts to see. Yeah, it was an ass beating. I think it's gonna take a while to get to a point where there's actual... Because a lot of the times it's hard to tell whether or not these highly ranked people are actually good at the game because they're not challenged, right? And it's very difficult to see how good somebody is at a game if they're able to just do like the most basic shit and win with it. They never get tested, they're never forced to adapt, so you never see the breadth of their abilities. And I feel like that's the majority of matches that are on display here. So I should pay attention to the points beforehand to see, like, is there... Oh, it doesn't show the points. Well, rest in peace. It does when you're looking at the actual replay lists, I think, if I recall correctly. But I guess it doesn't for this part. Oh, you know what it is? It's because it's saved locally, I bet. So, like, the point totals and the names are probably stored online, but this is available offline, even though I'm not offline. So it doesn't display them. That would be my guess. We're getting started with Cell early. Because it's interesting. I'm really interested about the second player person. Like, it was their team. I believe the first player is the higher ranked one. But I was very interested in the person's team because they have the good assist character first, and then 2 subpar assists as their actual assists. So it kind of confused me. So we'll see. Alright, let's go Nappa. I thought he was going to combo off that, and I got a little excited. Damn! Nappa was doing a bit of a spin cycle there. I love how so often... I bet if you timed that correctly, that would have comboed. Like, you have this dance happening around neutral of people trying to kind of feel each other out, and almost inevitably, it always ends with a super dash. It's like they just stop playing neutral at some point in time and just use the autopilot tool. And it makes me sad. It really makes me sad that it is so strong. Be dead from this. Man, heavy buttons in the air do a chunk of damage, huh? I was thinking you might have to wind up using the meter there, but he didn't. Please don't let him bring it all the way back, for the love of God. The delay tech into just getting hit by a mid button. Oh no! That's not how you do fighting games, man! Especially in this game where everything recovers so quickly, like it doesn't matter if you make something whiff. It really doesn't. Oh, I'm actually surprised he didn't get punished. Although I was just talking about how fast everything recovers in this game and how difficult it is to whiff punish properly. And then I'm surprised that didn't whiff punish. Go figure. Okay. I just learned something new. I thought that hitting somebody with sparking guaranteed that knockdown that you usually get, but there is a vertical limit to it, which is kind of silly. Is the hit confirmed? Why is somebody honking their horn? I don't even know if the microphone picked that up. It was very loud, but I'm consistently surprised by how well my microphone does not pick up anything behind it. What the f— oh, Goldo was there. I thought he just got frozen mid-screen for some reason. I was so confused. He's kind of camouflaged there. Plus unblocked, by the way. Oh, he's dead. Dead all because of a plus on block vanish. Why they did that is beyond my comprehension. I mean, eventually people will learn and they will start blocking, but just... they'll either start blocking or they'll start 2H'ing it, but 2H'ing it online is very difficult. I can do it decently well in a good connection, but I'm nowhere near, like, consistent or reliable with it. But it's kind of amazing, actually, that, like, it's more punishing, I would say, to block a vanish than it is to get hit by it. Somebody's getting impatient out there. They just honked their horn 3 times. So I'm interested mostly in the Team Gohan here, because I've seen nothing to this character. I don't even know this dude's moveset, because he's not available in story mode, so I never got an opportunity to play him there. I'm not interested in playing him, so I haven't tried him out in training mode or anything, and nobody else is playing him, so I'm just not... I just don't know anything about the character. And I still don't know anything about the character. That was a good start for Kid Gohan. I should start calling him Team Gohan, not Kid Gohan. That's another thing that irks me. One of the many, many frame-related irksome things that exist in this game for me. That dive kick for Android 21 is safe on block. Like, the hitbox for it is enormous. It's almost impossible to not force somebody to block it. And so then you throw that with it being safe. You can call an assist during it, yada, yada, yada. Like, god damn it. It really feels like the person who designed this game's frame data just doesn't really know what kind of moves should not have good frame data, just by their nature. I don't know why he bothered. That was a very confusing chain of events, why he bothered trying to tag in Vegeta Blue right there, when he could have just continued the auto combo and then tagged in for, guaranteed tagged in and continued the combo if he had just completed hits auto combo. About to say, Vegeta's getting his ass kicked by Team Gohan, but he woke up. Ooh, that was actually a punish, I think. That was definitely a punish. Although it didn't need to be. Because as far as I'm aware, you can whiff cancel all your normals as well. So he could have canceled that into something. Vanish, super dash. I don't think you would be able to double jump off the whiff of that, but maybe. All kinds of things. Which is another very silly thing. Like, if you're looking at your auto combo, I feel like you shouldn't be able to continue going through the entire grounded auto combo chain. If the first hit whiffs. Well, this is why I don't like hit on anchor. Wait, was his hit anchor? No, his hit was first, right? Yeah, but he got one hit and then immediately tagged into 21. Oh, he's dead because he can use 5 meters here, right? Yeah. That hurts. That hurts. So I still don't really know anything about Kid Gohan because he basically got DHC'd in, got the kill, did one combo and got tagged out, and it wasn't even like a real combo, and then got DHC'd in again for the kill. I still don't know a goddamn thing about the character. I'm trying to learn. It's impossible. That's another thing I'm curious about, is whether or not this game will develop like Marvel vs. Capcom 3 did in the tournament regions. Because if none of you cared about it, if none of you watched during back when it first started, the game started out best 2 out of 3, just like all fighting games start out best 2 out of 3. But eventually, I mean, pretty quickly, people were just like, this game is way too volatile, way too fast. X Factor is way too much of a literal X Factor for 2 out of 3 to really feel like it's fair. So let's turn it into 3 out of 5. I don't think this game will get there, personally. I definitely do not think that'll happen. But I am still somewhat curious if somebody else thinks that this game could develop in that direction. Goldo, that hitbox on Goldo, you really can't underestimate that. It covers quite a bit of ground. I think that was actually a punish. Maybe, was that a guard? I don't know if that was a guard cancel or not. I need to pay better attention. Because I do believe guard cancel is punishable. I mean, and you can definitely hit it on incoming, which is absolutely ridiculous. It's the first alpha counter I've ever seen in a game that is not invulnerable. And that just absolutely blows my mind. Like, it costs you a meter. If you come in and you hit the opponent, it's not like a normal super dash. You don't get to follow it up at all. You just bounce off of them, and it resets neutral. But you can be hit out of it, and I think it's punishable on block. Like, it's legitimately one of the worst things in the worst moves in the game. Oh my god, please don't hit this level 3. Okay. You know what would have absolutely been amazing and what should have worked? Is if that popped the assist character and it actually swapped him out with Cell. That would have been some next level development, and I would have forgiven every criticism I've had. I would have forgiven them for that if they had allowed that to happen. But they didn't. So, fuck them. What is this man doing? You are nuts! He definitely didn't need to start that with super dash. He could have super jumped, and then he would have been able to get a juggle into a launch. Like, especially why change into your best assist? Okay, I think he's just trolling. I think if that had hit, if the assist had hit, he would have been able to get a full confirm. Which frightens me. Because this is going to be a very common team you see right here. In fact, this very well may be the team that wins Evo, if I'm being perfectly honest. Because this is Goichi's team. And if you don't know who Goichi is, he's an anime god. Like, he plays every anime game. If there is an anime game that you have never heard of, Goichi plays it, and he's the best at it. Like, he's really goddamn good. And he's gotten really good at this game already. And this is the team he runs. Cell, Vegeta, Goku Black. It may very well wind up being the team that wins Evo. I could see it happening. Did he play BlazBlue? I don't think he plays Guilty Gear. I feel like I remember him playing BlazBlue, but he was like a Noel player or something, and you can't win shit with it. Why did all the names just change? These are different teams. Right? No, it's not. I'll be perfectly honest with you. I cannot remember seeing Frieza in that last match. I legitimately cannot remember seeing Frieza at any point in time. I remember the Ginyu part because of that whole little body swap spiel I made. And obviously I remember Goku Black because everybody's using Goku Black. I don't remember Frieza at all. Oh my god, this Majin Buu color. Standing lows, by the way. Backdash and gets hit by a raw 2H. Goodness gracious. Cell, by the way. Are there any other characters that can do what he can do with his 5M? Because you can actually stagger his 5M. And it's plus. So you can't do anything during it. You just have to accept it. And I think he's the only character in the game that has something like that. It's just downright confusing. But now he's dead, so it doesn't really matter. I think we're about to see another one-sided ass beating, which is just making me sad. I might have to honestly start watching matches before I play them at this point, because, like, this game is definitely very, very... What am I? There's a very wide gap between people that are good at fighting games and people that suck at fighting games and are just playing this because it's a Dragon Ball Z game. And there are so many of the latter that honestly ranks are incredibly unreliable. The colored squares mean less than they ever have. And so it's very, very difficult to tell like, who is actually legitimately a good player. Just in terms of, you know, like, oh, this person's high rank, they have a red square, they have a good win rate, chances are they're pretty damn good at the game. That's not true at all. Not anymore. I mean, to be fair to myself, I am only a yellow square currently. I think I'm close to orange, but I'm not sure. But I still have, I think, like a 75% win rate, something like that. I'm not 100% sure. Far higher than my actual capabilities deserve, right? And that's the same for a lot of people. There are a lot of people with very high win rates that honestly aren't as good as you would think that win rate would make them. And so, like I said, it's very difficult to tell when something's going to be a good match or when it's just going to be a wash. And so far, I think pretty much almost every match we've watched so far has been a wash. I wonder if this is changing because, like, somebody changed their name. And so, like, the replay board itself has it listed as something else. But it updates for, I don't know why the name keeps changing. It's very weird. Oh, another Majin Buu. Maybe we might actually get to see a Majin Buu play here. Because I think, if I remember correctly, this player was one of the high-ranked ones. It wasn't, you know, like the high-ranked person versus whoever they've beaten. Oh, that's a fucked up normal. Just like Kid Buu's 2B, or 2M. You know, talk about fucked up normals. 21's to JH. Woof. Uh-oh. Okay. Okay, I didn't know you could actually straight link Super Dash after that was supposed to hit. I didn't know you could straight up link Super Dash after his 2S. I had no idea. Good answer. She didn't have assists available. I was waiting to see that get followed up because it's actually, as far as I can tell, pretty damn easy to follow that dive kick up, which is another source of frustration. That's basically Beerus's dive kick, but she can easily follow hers up with assists because it causes a ground bounce instead of a knockdown. But Beerus's forces a knockdown. No wonder I hate that move so much. It's because it's better than Beerus's version of it, and I like Beerus more. It's that bias coming out. I wonder why he wouldn't want to keep Majin Buu in. Like, I don't think either one of these characters is good as an anchor at all. But if I had to pick one to use as an anchor, I would pick Hit. Because Majin Buu has some dirtiness to him, for sure. But that dirtiness requires an assist to be able to set it up. See, I do not understand that decision at all, but we'll see. I mean, maybe he just knows that Majin Buu is his best character, and so he's just gonna hinge all his bets on that. But unfortunately, he's kind of getting his ass kicked. It's actually pretty smart to do that right now because he still has Sparking Blast. So you pop that meter. Well, I think is he dead? I think he's dead. Oh, he's 100% dead. Never mind. That dash fucked it up. But I was about to say, it's actually smart to spend, like, normally I don't like people that just pop level 3s like that when they're not gonna, like, they're not gonna get close to killing. See, like, right there, that was a bad level 3. He's gonna waste a shit ton of his Sparking. I don't think it's gonna kill. Okay, never mind. I apologize. Sparking is stupid. It added way more damage to that than I ever would have thought. This man knew more than me, but he does need to stop Super Dashing. He's been punished every single time for it. He's really got to cut that shit out. But yeah, so popping that level 3 right there was a good idea because you remove as much blue health as possible from him before he is able to pop Sparking. So I do like the meter usage right there. But right now, that is kind of something that I'm not liking. What I see a lot of the time is how many people will just blow a level 3 just because they can. And a lot of the times, that is a weakness of a lot of players. They just don't really think about proper utilization of their meter. Oh yeah, see, like, that started... See, I'm going to keep this here, actually. I'm not going to. But it said like something senpai beforehand. And as you can see, I found Sonic Fox on leaderboards again. And so I just grabbed... I'm actually going to watch them to see if they're actually worthwhile matches to play. Because right now, it's looking like Sonic Fox is the strongest Dragon Ball FighterZ player that's that there's footage readily available of. And so at the very least, that guarantees that I have one good player to look at. But it's also very probable that he's just wiping the floor with people, and they're not good, and because of that, they're not good matches. Where's the confirm? Could have done the medium version and gotten more damage. Damn. Yamcha just got fucked up. 16's... He's kind of good. So he's a little good. That reached? That's like the opposite of... Like, if you've seen that footage of Beerus, he has that whole syndrome where, unfortunately, his foot will go through, like... It's probably more a deal with the other character's hurt box than it is with Beerus' specific hitbox. But, like, when you try to crouching L somebody, his foot pretty noticeably goes straight through the opponent's foot. Right there, it felt like the opposite. Like, his fist didn't touch any part of the hitbox, and it still hit. Yeah, it kind of sucks that you set that up, but you still have to be careful about your approach because Super Dash will go straight through that projectile. Ooh, that has a very good hitbox to it. Ooh, you didn't have to do that. That's not going to work either. Because I have seen you can't actually combo into that, which is kind of what I was expecting. In the corner, because outside of the corner, Piccolo has really bad knockdown options. The only thing he has to cause a hard knockdown mid-screen is his 214H in the air. That's it. Or no, is it 236? No, it's 214. But in the corner, see, I don't get why he's doing that. In the corner, you can use his JH into 214M instead. So you don't have to spend meter, and I think it actually does more damage too. So I'm quite confused as to why he keeps spending the meter on it when he absolutely... Wait, that's a level 1? Why did I think that was a level 3? I wonder what he actually got hit by there. Or like why he got hit. Because Piccolo definitely didn't hit him. He just got hit by one of the projectiles randomly. Yeah, but I don't think his setups are actually solid enough with Hellzone Grenade to not be able to just 4S them for free. But he never tried. I was gonna watch this one because I downloaded this one. Normally I wasn't interested, but I noticed this dude's name was I Teabag You. So, if Sonic Fox does not body this man and teabag him the entire time, I'm gonna declare that he's a shitty player. Right here, live. You heard it here first.
Are you ready?
I wonder what his actual win rate is. It must be something obscene. silly shit. We're 20 seconds in. 20 seconds in, and exactly what I thought would happen has happened. Alright, went a little too hard on the troll button there, dude. Chill out. I mean, this is just the pain and suffering you invite on yourself if you decide to make a name like this. The real shame is that because of this transition sequence, you can't teabag every time you kill the character. Or even before the match itself starts. I was about to wonder, like, he was definitely too far away. Oh my god, is he gonna go into level 3? This doesn't kill, right? 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 Oh, thank god. It's still so close, and yeah, you're not blocking that. You still have some residue left over from that explosion, man. You can barely even see. Everybody just runs into that shit. Not teabagging while holding backwards at the same time. Oh my god, come on, man. Full screen against Sonic Fox. Wake up level 3. I'm waiting for the wake up level 3. I think he's gonna live from this. I'm smarter than Sonic Fox. So is this other dude. He might be getting his ass kicked, but he's still smarter than him. Yeah, that's something that I don't think a lot of people know. If you use your super dash without using your launch, you can J2H in the air and then tag in your next character, and it will combo every single time. But this is mostly what I'm, like what I was talking about earlier. I think I want to go through these replays and just watch them first. This is what I'm talking about.